If you have one pan, cherry tomatoes, and 20 minutes, you are dangerously close to the kind of pasta that makes everybody quiet at the table. Today, we are making creamy tomato garlic spaghetti that tastes like you worked harder than you did. No separate sauce pot, no complicated technique, and very little cleanup. Start by setting everything out where you can see it. Spaghetti, cherry tomatoes, garlic, half an onion, cream, Parmesan, basil, olive oil, salt, black pepper, and a tiny pinch of chili flakes if you like heat.
This is the kind of recipe where the flavor comes from simple ingredients doing their job in the right order. Warm a generous drizzle of olive oil in a wide skillet over medium heat. While it heats, mince the garlic and finely dice the onion. Add the onion first and let it soften until it turns a little translucent. Then add the garlic and stir just long enough for it to smell sweet and warm. Do not rush this part, because this little base is what makes the whole pan taste homemade. Now add the cherry tomatoes. Season with salt, black pepper, and chili flakes. Let them cook until the skins wrinkle and the tomatoes start to collapse. Press them gently with your spoon so the juices burst into the oil and mix with the garlic and onion. You want a rustic tomato base, glossy and a little chunky. Lay the dry spaghetti straight into the skillet. Pour in hot water or light broth, just enough to cover most of the pasta. Then start turning the spaghetti as it softens. At first, it will look a little messy. That is fine. Keep the heat at a steady simmer and move the pasta every minute or so. The starch from the spaghetti thickens the liquid right in the pan, which is why this method gives you such a creamy sauce without extra work. As the pasta bends and sinks, keep stirring until the noodles are almost tender and the tomato liquid has reduced. If the pan looks dry before the pasta is cooked, add another small splash of hot water. You are looking for pasta that is cooked, sauce that clings, and tomatoes that have melted into little pockets of sweetness. When the spaghetti is just about done, pour in the cream. Stir it through the tomato base and watch the sauce turn that beautiful orange-red color. Add a good handful of Parmesan and toss until everything becomes glossy. This is the moment where it stops being pasta with tomatoes and turns into a creamy, cozy, one-pan dinner. Finish with fresh basil and a little more black pepper. Taste it before you plate it because Parmesan is salty and tomatoes vary. Add a pinch of salt only if it needs it. Then twist the pasta into a bowl, spoon over extra sauce from the pan, and finish with more Parmesan and basil. Before you run to the kitchen, tell me in the comments, are you team extra Parmesan, extra basil, or extra chili flakes? I always want the Parmesan, but this sauce can handle all three. If you make it, take your time with the tomatoes and do not skip the final toss. That is what makes the sauce hug every strand. Save this recipe for the night when you want something comforting, but still easy. Subscribe for more simple home recipes. Share it with the person who always asks what is for dinner, and I will see you in the next one.